Davion, do you feel a specific tangible change in the winning streak? I know you guys said it's process oriented. You felt it was trending in the right way, but what's changed these last three to also get W's?
Yeah, I think nothing. I don't know if anything's changed. I think that we've been playing really well, even though the losses. We just had to figure out how to win games at the end. I feel like, defensively, honestly, we're better. We're being more disruptive. We're helping each other more. I think we're just kind of more connected. We got like more of a chemistry now. We've been through the fire, and now it's showing that we can in games.
Dave, I'm looking kind of at your career as a whole. Your first 2 years, I imagine you wanted to shoot the ball better, but you've been a pretty good shooter for the last two, and obviously shooting really well here. I suppose just saying you still get a lot of open looks based on how defenses play you. Are you surprised sometimes that defenses are still leaving you open sometimes?
Nah, not really. I feel like I can get in the paint anytime I want, and I feel like I can make the right play, and teams know that, so they're gonna dare me to shoot. I just got to keep trusting my work and believing all the work that I put in, and just keep shooting the ball no matter if I miss or make.
Davion, that play at half court where you're hustling for the ball led to the three. Spoke about those inspiring plays that kind of gets everybody else going on the team. Can you just kind of just the thought process during that play? What were you thinking, and just how it inspired everybody else?
I feel like they were hitting tough shots. We were kind of scoring back and forth, and we couldn't really get away from them. They were making the right plays. They was getting out fast. I just tried to bring energy play to kind of stop the momentum from them. They ended up calling the timeout after that, and I feel like they kind of changed the game a little bit.
All right, we're good with the media. You guys can exit. Davion, stay here, please. And students, if you have questions, please raise your hand and wait for the microphones.
Davion, you seem to be a seamless fit since you joined the Heat. You're increasing your shooting percentages and your numbers. What can you attribute to your recent success since you joined the Heat?
That's a good question. Honestly, I think that, just day one, I feel like I was going to fit the Miami Heat, just the way they play, what they bring, the energy, the culture they have here. I kind of knew I was going to fit in, even the first day I stepped here. But honestly, just keep being myself. Obviously, I think I'm doing a really good job here, so just keep being myself, honestly.
Hello. So Coach was just talking to us about how you've had to, as a team, overcome a lot of injuries this past season. In the most recent 6 games, you've scored over 10 points. How have you personally had to adjust your game to deal with the injuries that the team has been facing?
I think injury is always going to happen. We have so many games. We have 82 of them. So we know there's going to be injuries. I know there's going to be people are going to get sick. There's always going to be a time where we don't probably have our full roster. And for me, I just try to just be more aggressive, especially when we got our leading scorers out. Try to get more points on the board, try to get more easy buckets, try to get more shots from my teammates, more shots. But that's kind of just the way I play.
Davion, historically, you play pretty well against Atlanta. How has tonight's game kind of allowed you to mesh well with the team as well, coming off the bench instead of starting back in February? And how does that bode well for your confidence and for the team's confidence going forward at this final stretch of the season?
For me, I don't really look at starting or coming off the bench. I feel like, as long as I get to play, it's all that kind of matters to me. I approach the game the same way. And as far as Atlanta, we kind of knew that they're a little bit smaller inside, so they knew they was going to kind of help off me, obviously, because I haven't shot the ball in previous years well. So, honestly, I just go out there with confidence and keep shooting the ball, and I was making it tonight.
So Coach Spoelstra also mentioned about your loose ball play, and you said how it kind of inspired the guys. So what could you say about just being a spark plug coming off the bench and what Coach Spoelstra has meant to you since you've transferred to the team?
Yeah, I think that coming off the bench, you also got to, you got to change the game in a way. There's always going to be some times where the starting lineup come off slow sometimes, or even if they come out strong, you got to keep that energy going. And we started off slow at the beginning of the game, so I tried to come in and just change the tempo of the game, change the pace, get easy shots, defend, kind of disrupt their offense, kind of just change the game with my energy, and I think I did that tonight.
Hi, Coach Spoelstra was talking also about how the team, sometimes something good can come out of trials and tribulations that, teams either separate or come together. Can you talk about the team chemistry, with all you guys have been through, how the team chemistry is right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that, being in the middle of the season where you trade an important piece, obviously, you trade one of the best players on the team, so there's going to be a different dynamic. There's going to be where chemistry is not connected. We don't really know each other well. We know each other's game. We're still trying to figure out who's going to make the right plays at the end of the game. A lot of things like that you're kind of thinking and just not playing. And I think that it showed in those 10 games that we lost. We're kind of just thinking more than just playing now. I feel like now we're playing free. We kind of knows what we're going to do. We kind of know what positions we're going to be in. I feel like those losses are good for us because coming to the end of the season, we've been through the adversity. We kind of know what it takes to win a game, and I think that we're going to do that in the postseason.
All right, Davion, thanks very much for your time.
Thank y'all.